my bedroom. Anyways, all right. So this is actually something that I got an idea from one of my subscribers. He's been checking out my shorts for Pokemon TCGP, and it's a pretty fun game where you can collect Pokemon cards digitally and do battles, with other people on the game, and it's a really fun game. I would actually rate it as like a 9.5 out of 10 if it was up to me. I mean, I love the game. It's a great game. It's actually kind of fun. It takes me back to as a kid where I had millions of Pokemon cards growing up as a kid. I mean, I had a shit ton of Pokemon cards. I will kind of give you a little heads up. Growing up as a kid, I had pretty much probably all the Pokemons. I had Pokemon Yellow, where you start with Pikachu. I had the blue version with Blastoise on the front of it. Front cover of it. I had the red version with Charizard. I had the green version with I believe it was Venusaur. I think believe so. I believe. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, there, my Pokemon fans, if I'm correct on that. I had the Ruby version with Game Boy Advance SP. I had the Emerald version. What's going on, Gabe? Welcome to the first episode of Pokemon Talk. If you're a big fan of Pokemon, let me know what your favorite Pokemon was of the show, or either if you even played the game. Anybody that's new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like, connect if you're new. This is something new that I'm going to try other than F1 talks. So, other than that, guys, I'm going to do some polls of favorite Pokemon, or like what your starting Pokemon was in the games. I got asked in a question by one of my subscribers what my favorite Pokemon was starting out in the games, and I would start out with Charmander. I was a big fan of Charmander. The fire Pokemon was one of my favorites. Other than I kind of hit and miss with a lot of Pokemon, but Charmander was one of my favorites. Uh, I also like Blastoise. I was a big fan of Blastoise. Pikachu, as Gabriel has it. I didn't do either, but my favorite one was Pikachu. I agree with you on that, Gabe. Pikachu was one of my favorites too. He was not like, he was probably in the top 10, but he wasn't in the top five. I have a few things that are on my table that I will show you guys. The first thing is my Gengar little pop figure. He doesn't really move. But I found him at Walmart, and he actually is kind of cool, even knowing that he's kind of sunbathed a little bit because I had him in the sun over the summer. But he is one of my all-time favorite ghost Pokemon. Here's the reason why I love Gengar. He's an instigator, and I kind of had the instigator in me too. So that's why I love Gengar. As for, I don't have too many of them, but I have like some really cool ones that I will show you. I have War Turtle. I have Gabe's favorite, which is Pikachu. I have Charmeleon. I have Persian. And I have Mankey. And I might actually start buying more of these and going live to show you what I'm getting in these packs. But that is the short little starter kit that I have of Pokemon cards. But other than that, guys, I mean, if you tune into this and you missed the stream, you can always comment on what your favorite Pokemon was. I really had a lot. But yeah, it's kind of fun to, grow up as a kid and be a big fan of Pokemon and have all these shit ton of stuff. But yeah, Gabe, you have a question. We'll try to answer it, bro, as this live stream goes on for a bit. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and yeah. if I start screwing with this thing, messing around with it. My ADD. Have I ever had steak and shake? No, no. I've heard of steak and shake, but I never had steak and shake. Um, Anybody new that comes in, you can ask me about this little series that I'm going to be doing. Um, like I said, this is just to try something new, courtesy of a subscriber of mine. Like I said, check out the Pokemon TCGPs that I upload. They're in my shorts. They're kind like I said, they're really relaxing to play and everything. It's low key, probably a good game. And like I said, it takes me back as a kid collecting all these cards. Um, yeah, I mean, this is my first time trying something new, guys. So you might want to bear with me on this. But let me know in this live stream who your favorite Pokemon was as a kid. I mean, I will gladly, um, you know, go along with it of who your favorite Pokemon was. For sure, Gabe. For sure, I will absolutely look it up. Um, oh, another thing, guys, I want to remind you, Streamlabs. That is something that you can talk to. So you can heist it up. You can check your points. You can gamble. Yeah, I mean, you could do slots. I don't know if slots is working, but you could try it. You can't put your link in yet. Um, I am having, hopefully a buddy comes back and he can help me out with it and we can get links set up for you guys. But other than that, guys, I mean, this is kind of like a little fun little stream that I'm going to be doing. So, um, you know, I mean, other than doing the F1 talks, this is gonna be like another thing that I'm gonna be doing. So if I find like Pokemon cards, I will like literally, show you the Pokemon cards that I get. I will still upload, Pokemon TCGP. Um, Gabe, I'm not quite sure if slots is working either. There, bro. I'm not really quite sure. I don't know if you got to put a number in with slots. I don't remember. Um, but yeah, I mean, if oh right, yeah, okay, so right there. So check out my Pokemon. That's supposed to be a T, but okay, so that's TCGP. It's a phone. It's a game for your phone. You just make a name, and you could spend money on getting like the gold pass and all that stuff. It's kind of cool. I actually like it. Again, I have like a couple of favorites that I've actually have gotten from the collecting the cards. I got the holographic Charizard that I had as a kid. I got a holographic Mew that was a crown. Uh, I've had a couple of other good cards on that game, I believe. But yeah, it's kind of like I said, guys. It's really fun. It's really relaxing. Um, Another thing that I would recommend is there is an emulator, but you gotta pay for the emulator monthly, and you could download like these old games of Pokemon. Um, you know, Granted, yeah, they're probably on PC. They're on Nintendo, but yeah, like I said, dude, this is kind of like a really interesting little series that I'm gonna do. So, if I get any more Pokemon cards, I will absolutely do an IRL stream. It won't be probably that long of an IRL. If I find any more of these guys, I will absolutely do an IRL stream. I mean, like I said, this is probably one of my favorite Pokemon, the Skingar. Um, no, no, Gabe, I have not got actually, Gabe, I don't even have a mic. I've had like eight of them in the past 2 years, and like all of them that I've had, Broski has like shit the bed within like 2 months. Um, And like I get some decent kinds, but like they're terrible. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification so you know when I'm going live. Um, Also, give this a big like, share it to your friends, share it to your community. Uh, Next week, I believe next week, maybe next week, I think is the Las Vegas Grand Prix. I believe, I believe. It might be in a week's time. It seems like, kind of seems like F1 is having like a week on and a week off. It kind of seems like it's like going back to the old days. But um, okay, so Gabe, I got like three of them from GameStop. Um, I got one, I think, from Walmart, and then I got another one from a friend. And then actually, I think I had five altogether. Um, I actually no, I'm sorry, Gabe. The second one that I got, the first one I got was from GameStop, and then the other three were from GameStop, and then one from Walmart, one from my friend. They were all good headphones. I don't remember the brand name, but yeah, I mean, it's interesting how they didn't last that long. But the ones I bought, I had like some they were I had really I spent like over $100 on a couple of them. Um, what's up, the Bud Files? Welcome into the first ever Pokemon IRL talk. If you had a favorite Pokemon, you can comment and let me know. Try to order one from Amazon. Uh, Gabe, I wish that I could, bro, but I don't really like talking about it. But I right now, with things going on behind the scenes, if you know what I'm talking about, I can't order one right now. Um, but yeah, I mean, the Bud Files, if you had a favorite Pokemon, you could comment below in this live stream. Don't mind me, guys. My ADD is just like. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say this. If you think this is weird collecting Pokemon, you're out of your mind. You had to grow up with Pokemon. You literally did. You either had a poster of a Pokemon character, or you had a game of a Pokemon character, or you had something like this. You know what I mean? I mean, you had it had to be something. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's true, Gabe. That's true. Okay, Gabe. So, like, can you tell me like what you had? Do you have one of the games for Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP? Uh, okay, okay. How many cards did you have, Gabe? That's not bad. That's not bad. I had like over 100 of them growing up as a kid. I literally did. I mean, I literally had the holographic Charizard, and that card now is worth a lot of money if it's in great A condition. Even if it's like, mid condition, and it gets graded okay, it's still worth a lot of money. But then they disappeared. Yeah, I mean, mine did too. It's kind of weird that I just got back into this, but um, if I like have these, I usually just keep them in like a safe place. The ones I have right now are not worth shit. Um, I'm hoping I can find that holographic Charizard again. Gabe, when you had those Pokemon cards, did you have like your favorite one that you wanted to keep, or not really? Yeah, I never collected them. I never collected NASCAR cards. I collected football cards, Gabe. Okay, cool. What was your favorite Pokemon card, Gabe? Yeah, that's pretty much everybody's favorite Pokemon. I mean, if you played Pokemon Yellow, that's the Pokemon that you started with. I had a plushie of Pikachu growing up as a kid, and I don't remember what I did with it. Well, what's up, Hank? Long time no see, bro. How you doing? Welcome into the first Pokemon IRL. This is where you could tell me. Oh, that's awesome, Hank. Hank, if you had like a favorite Pokemon, you could tell me. If you had Pokemon cards, if you ever played Pokemon, even if you didn't, that's cool. This is kind of the first try trying this. Um, yeah, see, I mean, Gabe, I never had NASCAR cards before. Um, okay, okay. Um, Hank, I would love to have some of that Reese's fudge. That sounds really good. Gabe's favorite Pokemon was Pikachu. I mean, that was kind of what everybody's favorite Pokemon was, I guess. I have a pull up, guys. Yes, yes. Hank, that's the Pokemon that I loved too. Charmander. I love the fire Pokemon. According, I love my ghost Pokemon, Gengar, because he kind of like an instigator. It's on my community tab, Gabe. It's who your favorite ghost Pokemon was. Um, yeah, but I mean, Hank, yeah, I agree with you. Charmander was a really good Pokemon. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Yeah, yeah, trust me. Oh yeah, Jigglypuff. If you were especially if you were trying to collect the damn badges on the games, and then freaking one of the trainers had Jigglypuff. Yeah, I didn't like it when Jigglypuff used to sing, because then it used to put my Pokemon to sleep, and it would drive me freaking crazy. Who remembers Brock's Pokemon Onyx? Everybody remember Onyx? That rock snake. And then do you remember this guy when Ash, Misty, and Brock ran into these guys? Yeah, Clefairy was another one too, Hank. Yeah, yeah. Um, Gabe, I don't know what you are talking about, Broski. Gengar is the only cool one. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look at him. I mean, you can't tell me. The evil look and the evil smile. Yeah. I mean, come on. Hank, how do you like this? Do you think this is actually kind of cool? Do you think I should keep on doing this Pokemon IRL? Um, it should be on my community tab, Gabe's. You can't miss it. It's like the first thing there. But newer stuff though. Um, Problem is, Hank, that I can't find any like really newer stuff. But I can absolutely do like packs because they sell them at Walmart. Like I just have like a short, you know, little, you know, small pack. I got War Turtle. I got Pikachu. I have Charmeleon. I have Persian, and I have Mankey. Those are the only ones I have right now, Hank. Other than what I'm opening on Pokemon TCGP. Which again, if you're new into the IRL stream, you can check them out. They're shorts. Yeah, yeah, I absolutely will. I will absolutely take your advice, Hank. I know Walmart sells uh, packs. I know GameStop sells them, and I'm really close to both stores, so I could absolutely check both of them out. Um, I found this guy at Walmart too, Hank. Yeah, yep, definitely. Oh, cool, Gabe. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Hank, I had the holographic Charizard growing up as a kid, bro. And I don't know what the hell I did with it. I want to say I lost it years ago, and it was in good condition. I had it in, I had it in a plastic sleeve, then I had it in a normal sleeve. I mean, like literally, I literally had like that card, and I don't even know what the hell I did with it. Okay, okay, Gabe, that's cool. Um, yeah, I mean, Gabe, if you want to help me out with like sending me packs, or that would be awesome. I mean, I don't like giving my address away, but I can absolutely, give it to you if you want to hit me up on like a private message or something. Yeah, Hank, I did that growing up, and as I got older, I did the same thing. I remember having it as a kid. I remember having it when I was moving into different locations because me and my folks used to move from different place to place. And I remember the last place I had it was when we were living in town, ironically in a purple house. And I had it in like safekeeping. And then shortly when me and my folks moved to Gorham, I lost it in the move. And since then, I have no clue where the hell it is. I'm not even quite sure. I don't know. I had a couple of friends come over when I lived in town, and it maybe got stolen because it was before we even moved to Gorham. Now I'm living on my own, so I don't have it anymore. And that drives me nuts, Hank. Oh, I would never sell it, Hank. I swear, if I bought a 300 pack and that holographic Charizard wasn't in there, I would never sell it. I would get it graded and it would be in a shrine in my apartment. Literally. I'd probably have it in a lockbot. So if freaking friends or family came over, not family, but friends came over, they wouldn't be able to get their hands on it. Yeah, yeah, I got told that. I got told that. But there, I mean, Hank, with me being a big Charizard fan, I would have a hard time selling it. Gabe, you don't have to send me packs. If you want to, that's up to you, bro. I'm not forcing anybody to send me packs, and I'm certainly not giving my address out on an IRL stream. It's no. Honestly, if you got a 9.5, I would only go 180K lowest, and it would have to be. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Hank. Yeah, there would be no way I would take credit, or there would be no way I would take a check. But like a 1 in a million chance, it would be funny if I got a pack again and I found it. A couple of people told me that you can get lucky and find them, but it depends. Yep, yeah, yep. I get that. Yeah, if I ever get to Tennessee, Gabe, I will absolutely come down and you can take me to the place. I tell you what, guys, I appreciate this. I love you guys tuning in. It actually kind of helps with my algorithm. That's something new, and we can all talk about it. Yeah, I will for sure, Hank. I appreciate your advice, bro. Ton of people have came in, but I mean, it seems weird. Maybe there's not a lot of people liking Pokemon, but I mean, come on, it's Pokemon. It's never died out. It's never faded. It's been around since us millennials were kids. Uh, you know, nice, Gabe, nice. Yeah, I might have to look into Five Below. Yeah, I've been to Five Below. At one point, I worked for a Hobby Lobby, and it was weird. I swear to God, I thought I saw Pokemon packs at Hobby Lobby when I was working there. Um, yeah, same here. Same here, Hank. Sorry if I'm messing with this, Gabe and Hank. It's my ADD. Had like a little bit of kind of an anxiety attack earlier, and my PTSD kind of kicked back in. So, Spooky, I'll stock packs, but how long do you want to open packs for? Like 30 minutes? Yeah, 30 minutes, or maybe like depends, like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how the stream goes. Gabe, I mean not Gabe. I'm sorry, Hank. There's too much going on my mind, so if I say your name, Hank, I didn't mean to say Gabe. Um, yeah, that works, Hank. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I appreciate that, Gabe, for you understanding too. I mean, that's at least there's a subscriber out there that has the same um, disability that I have. Um, but mental disability is like a really fucked up thing with me. Hank, I think you're in my Discord server. I'm not quite sure. If you're not, Hank, my Discord link is in my bio. Yeah, Hank, I agree with you. I haven't. This is actually the first time that I've bought in, you know, like a small pack like this in a while. Probably since I was a kid, and I was born in '93. Yeah, same here, Gabe. Yep. Okay, cool, Hank. Oh, am I like three? You mean like am I 3 years older than you? Or I mean, yeah, I'm not autistic, Gabe, but I get what you mean. Um, I'm at a setback right now, Hank. I'm like kind of like a little financial bind, so I can't really buy too much right now. Um, you know what I mean? So like, I mean, I'm kind of thinking maybe after the holidays, if you're down with that, we could go that route. Um, and then for now, like if I have like funds or like a little bit of money, I could Okay, Hank. Okay. Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I only bought that one, Hank, and it was weird because I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting, to have this pack and like open this up. And I was surprised when I got Charmeleon. I was surprised that I got a holographic War Turtle. Um, yeah, I would like to get a holographic Gengar. So when I find packs again and I open packs, hopefully I can find a holographic Gengar. 34 minutes into this, guys. Hank and Gabe, I really appreciate you guys staying with this. No, no, Hank, I don't have card sleeves. Um, I have like three Yu-Gi-Oh cards growing when I was growing up as a kid, and they're in card sleeves. Three people in. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new, welcome to this new Pokemon talk. If don't be bashful. If you grew up liking Pokemon, or if you even still play Pokemon, collect Pokemon cards, let me know what your favorite Pokemon was. Anything. Four people in. Make sure you tap that like button, guys. If you're new, connect if you haven't. Make sure you ring the noti bell for me, please. Thank you. I okay, Hank. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will definitely for sure do that, Hank. because you're giving me some really good ideas. That'll probably get me to one K too, Hank. The way that I'm thinking about doing this, but it's probably not going to be all the time opening packs with me being in a financial situation. Guys, I, I appreciate you. Even if you're just coming in and not even saying hello, you're just you're helping me out a lot. Um, yeah, I've seen that, Hank. When did I do it last? I looked up Pokemon cards one time before, Hank, and it was weird. Like some of the Pokemon cards were like packaged. They were like there was like a Pikachu that was in there, and it was like $500 plus shipping, and it was like graded like a 7.5, which was not bad. And it was one of the original Pikachu's from the old days. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, they do. Three people in here. The third person must be lurking. Weirdly enough, I had like if I can remember this, Hank and Gabe. Weirdly enough, I think I had um yes they are, Hank. Yep, yes they are. You're right on that. Weirdly enough, Hank and Gabe, I think I think I don't know if it's true. It's been a while, but I think as a kid, I think I had a couple of plush Pokemon toys. The plushies that you can sleep with and shit. I had one of Pikachu. I'm trying to think of the other character that I had. And it was one of the original characters, and it wasn't Gengar. I want to say it was Blastoise. Because Blastoise was another one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I never had a Gengar. I never had a Gengar toy. I've had like a handful of cards of his. Um, what's going on? Far from reality. Welcome into the new Pokemon IRL stream. This is where I'm just talking about Pokemon. If you had a fan favorite Pokemon, or if you ever played, you can let me know in the comments. That's what we're talking about right now. Make sure you hit up that like for me, please, and thank you. Um, oh, nice. How many cards did you have? Far from reality, and what was your favorite card growing up as a kid? Yeah, Hank, do you remember those things that I want to say McDonald's or Burger King did? And they had like the Pokemon balls, and they had like those gold bars with like Pokemon in it. I almost had like the whole collection of those too as a kid too. But I don't even know if those things would be even worth anything. I was really young at the time. I must have been about 12. Hey, did you? I mean, did you have like a favorite Pokemon card? I mean, a lot of people said Pikachu. Gabe said Pikachu was his favorite. Mine was Charizard because I had the holographic Charizard as a kid, and I had it all the way up through until it must have got stolen by a friend that came over to my folks' house when I used to live with my parents. Because I no longer have it. I have a Pikachu gold bar. Yeah, I had that one, Hank, and I want to say I had a. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hank, but didn't they make a Blastoise one? I want to say they made a Blastoise one, or Squirtle. I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hank. Um, I'm almost positive, but I could have been wrong. I want to say they made a Mew and a Mewtwo one too. But I did have the Pikachu one, Hank. I did have the Pikachu gold bar. Yes, yep. Far from reality. I was a big fan of fire Pokemon, so when I played the Pokemon Red, that I would go with Charizard, and that would be the Pokemon I would choose. Squirtle was my other favorite because I loved how he evolved into War Turtle and Blastoise. And then there was this guy, Gengar, who is my favorite ghost Pokemon. I wish I had like a laptop or computer, Hank, so I can look up what gold bars Burger King had back in those days. I mean, that's going back to like the late 90s, early 2000s for me, being born in 93. Reality, did you ever play any of the Pokemon series games? Yeah, okay. Yep, you're right, Hank. Now that yeah, it sounds about right. 1999, because they sold out of them a lot when they started becoming a phase there. Because I remember like my teenage years when Pokemon was somewhat of not Pokemon when Yu-Gi-Oh was like a big thing. Uh, Burger King's competition, McDonald's had Yu-Gi-Oh starter packs, and I had a shit ton of them too. Anybody? Here's a question for everybody: was anybody a fan of Snorlax? Remember Ash Ketchum having one? I never had a backpack. Reality of a Pokemon, but I've had a couple. I had a few plush toys. Um, Growing up as a kid, he used to make me so mad in games. Until you got that flute to wake him up, that pokey flute. I'm assuming, right, Hank? I never did that, Hank. I never tried to glitch past him. I would always try to glitch through the tunnels if I didn't have like Charizard or something that had like, where you could light up the tunnel so you can see through it. Then if I try to catch a Gyarados, I would use like swim or whatever that is that you could swim like to different parts of like the Pokemon in the games, like the cities. I had a big ass freaking hey Kayla, what's up? Uh Welcome into the stream, Kayla. If you were a big fan of Pokemon, you can let me know what your favorite game was, if you collected the Pokemon cards, what your favorite Pokemon was. That's what this first episode is. Yeah, same here, reality. Same here. Same here. When I got the holographic Charizard, when I was a kid, it took me a while to realize that that card was going to be worth something. I didn't even know it was worth something until I got told, and then, uh, you know, I started kind of remembering about it. And reality, you don't know how many people try to con me out of trading that card, and I never did. But for some damn reason, I had a friend come over to the house one time, possibly a relative, and when I moved from Canada to Gorham with my folks, I never could find that card when we were moving out. I mean, I tore my bedroom like apart just to find it. Yes, yes, yeah, definitely reality. I mean, if you could find that card today, it's worth a good penny if it's graded in a good to great condition. It could be worth a good. It could be worth a lot of money. 48 minutes in. I swear, guys, I'm happy. I'm proud of y'all. Even my lurkers. I had 7 people tuning into this at one point. Even if you're coming in and just lurking, you don't even have to comment. I appreciate every one of you. You're helping my algorithm out. Um, yeah, I really do. I really appreciate everybody that's coming in and commenting. You can even come in and just say hello if you want and just, leave. That ain't going to get me. Just make sure you smash that like button for me. I'm on eBay looking right now. Oh, for the holographic Charizard, Hank? Oh, okay. Okay. Um, yeah, reality. Did you have any of those gold bars growing up as a kid from Burger King? Three people. Okay, yeah, not a lot of people did reality. I appreciate it. I don't know how to say your first name. No, I want to say it was global reality. I want to say those gold bars were global. Um, Help me if I'm wrong here. Is it Ace Lynn or is it okay? Welcome in, Ace. I appreciate you. This is just the first episode of Pokemon Talk. If you grew up with Pokemon, you could tell me what your favorite Pokemon was, what game you played, how many cards you had. I just got talking about the gold bars that they had, that Burger King had in 1999, because a lot of us had them too. Yeah, you can. I mean, Ace, you can let me know if you were a fan of it. If you weren't, no big deal. This is just the first stream of trying this out. Eventually, I'm going to open up more Pokemon packs. I do have shorts of the Pokemon TCGP too. It's a phone app game that you could open packs and stuff. So if you're new, Ace, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the noti bell. That will let you know when I'm going live. I want to say so, reality, that they were global, they were international. Now I could be wrong, but I want to say so, but I could be wrong. I appreciate that, Ace. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm probably gonna do more polls, guys, of other Pokemon that we grew up with, like who your favorite fire Pokemon was through the evolved Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. Same thing with the water Pokemon. Electric Pokemon, it's going to be kind of hard because, I mean, you have Raichu and Pikachu, I believe. That was the Pokemon I grew up with. Um, Eevee was another one. Eevee was another one of my favorite Pokemons, too. Hank, if you're still in here, when I was a kid, I fucking had a big ass Snorlax plushie. No joke. I think I had a T-shirt of him too at one point growing up. Snorlax kind of reminds me of my buddy Brian. Did I say that out loud? Anyways, funny story. He reminds me of my buddy Brian because Brian likes to sleep a lot, and I feel like I had to have the Pokemon flute to wake up Brian. That's just a joke, Brian. If you see this, bud, that's just a joke. I'm just messing with you. I'm just teasing you. Oh, nice. Let me know if you find any, Hank. Four people in here, 3 likes. I appreciate it. If you're just lurking, I appreciate that too. Wow. On eBay, 1,000 random cards is $50 free shipping. That's not bad. I might have to look into that. 100 halos included. Oh, Hank, if that holographic Charizard is in that bundle, I'm gonna be like happy if I can get on eBay. I had an account for eBay, but I don't remember it. You too, reality. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, like is it like the newer cards, Hank, that um with like the with is it like the newer Pokemon characters that are out now, or is it like the ones that growing up as a kid? Because I know the newer Pokemon are doing well too, but I don't know any of those newer Pokemon. I just know the old ones that I grew up with. Because some of these newer Pokemon, I have a hard time saying their names. Kind of another thing that I had growing up, other than Pokemon, I was a big thing of Yu-Gi-Oh too. For some reason, I was a big thing of Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know why, but I was a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh too. And I know Yu-Gi-Oh's not like you know anything huge, internationally. It's not like Magic cards or Pokemon. Bro, the hardest Yu-Gi-Oh card for me was Exodia's left leg. I had all five pieces, Hank, of the Zodiac too, and I believe I gave the five all five pieces of the Zodiac to my cousin Damon because my cousin was a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh more than I was. So I pretty much gave him all five pieces of the Zodiac to him. I had some of the God cards of Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, let's see if I have them, Hank. I know I have them around. I'll show. If hang on for 1 second, Hank. I have like three Pokemon cards. I'll show you. We're breaking it. Don't mind me, guys. I'm good. I'm good. Just something fell. I'm breaking the glass piece off that. Let's see. I'm gonna put that down here. Hank, if you're still in the live, this is what I had, bro. So these are the Pokemon cards that I had growing up, and these were my favorite top three. I mean, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Sento Kaibas, Dragon Hank, Yu-Gi-Oh's Dark Magician, and then Yu-Gi-Oh's Dark Magician Girl. I have other Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were my favorite was Summon Skull. Hell yeah, that's why I'm doing this, Hank. I appreciate you giving me some ideas too, bro. Guys, we've been doing this IRL for an over an hour, and we've had 7 to 8 people in here, and most of them have been lurking. But again, I appreciate this. This is new, and if you missed this, you got to check this out. This is going to be something totally new. I'm going to make polls for everything. By the way, Hank, I know Yu-Gi-Oh is not a big thing, but I do know people that I could probably find packs for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You think anybody would tune into like an IRL opening of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? You think that would be a good idea, or do you think I should just stick with Pokemon? Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that idea. Yeah, so Hank, I will definitely look into more packs for Pokemon, and I know someone that sells Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm sure I could probably get like packs of them because he doesn't really do really well with the like packs for them. I mean, he sells them like probably like $1 a pop, 50 cents at the latest. So he's close by where I live, so I can walk to a store and do it. Dude, you about to have 37 tags. 30, 37 tags. If this brings me in subscribers, I'm gonna be really surprised. I mean, like really, really surprised. Oh yeah, Hank, I'm gonna let you know. Uh, Gabe knows this. Some of my moderators know this. Stone does too. I'm able to reapply for monetization, but I'm gonna wait until after the holidays to reapply. Yeah, I will for sure do that, Hank. I will absolutely for sure do that. There is a game on PlayStation, Hank. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'm thinking about re-downloading that and streaming that. That might actually do something too. But damn, I really wish Nintendo would allow us to play Pokemon on PlayStation. That would be really nice. Oh, another Yu-Gi-Oh card that I had growing up, Hank, was Dark Hole. The magic card that Yugi had, Dark Hole. That was one of my favorites because it would be able to. It would help me destroy like a better Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh card that was on the board. I used to do Yu-Gi-Oh duels when I was a kid. My cousin Damon used to be pissed off all the time because I had like 5 of them in my deck, and somehow in a way I would rig it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Hank. I really do. I appreciate you helping me out on this. Yeah, totally. Hank, like I said, I appreciate it, bro. I mean, you helping me out with this is great because this is something new. I never actually I never thought of this until one of my subscribers said you should do more Pokemon content. And now since you're liking it and a few more other people are liking it, um, I think it came from Pokemon TCGP. So even some $30 Halo cards sell it. Yeah, I mean, the Halo cards that I have, holographic cards that I have of Yu-Gi-Oh, Hank, are not worth anything, unfortunately. And the holographic War Turtle I have, I got it looked at, I got it appraised, and it's probably only like $1. It's only worth like $1, which sucks because I was hoping that it was worth a little bit more. What's going on? I'm gonna have a hard time saying your name. Um, Santo. E- Okay, okay, San Tendo. Am I saying it right? Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Hank. Yeah, you're definitely right. Nice to meet you, Son Tendo. Welcome into the first Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh IRL stream. Uh, this is just basically if you like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, you can let me know if you collected the cards, if you played Pokemon, if you collected anything. What was your favorite card? What was your favorite character? Whatever you could tell me, basically. That is freaking cool. I like your name. I like your name, Suntendo. Hank is just in here. He's helping me out with some things. What's going on, Hank? What's your question? I'm gonna go with the second option, Hank, because I don't have another camera. So I'm just gonna go live like this, and then I'm just gonna just react to it on live and just hold up the cards on my phone. And actually, I have appeared in your streams before, and I'm also in your Discord, but I just been really busy keeping up with my own channel. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it, Suntendo. I really do. Damn, 70 minutes in, and I just I'm shocked, guys. I really am. I didn't suspect this. It's all good, Suntendo. Uh, hey, growing up as a kid, I had the holographic Charizard card, and I had it through me. I had that card all the way through. I've mentioned this story I don't know how many times, but I've had that card all the way through until me and my folks moved from Canada to Gorham, and some person not to be mentioned that has to be a family member stole the card, and I have not seen it since. But Fire Pokemon was one of my favorite Pokemon growing up as a kid. Yeah, yeah, right, Suntendo, including this guy here. This was another one of my favorite Pokemon, Mr. Gengar. That works for me, Hank. That totally works for me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He might have sold it. Um, Sadly enough, he might have sold it to someone else to get uh, some things he should not have gotten when he was a teenager, if you know what I mean. It's kind of why I'm looking for another holographic Charizard again, Suntendo. Gyarados was a good water Pokemon too. Used to have a holographic Gyarados card too at one point. Some of these cards got missing in the in the moves that I had growing up. You know, because I would move from different apartment to houses. You know, apartment houses. So okay, nice, Hank. That yeah, I want some of that Reese's fudge, Hank. True, true. My top favorite water Pokemon growing up was Blastoise. I appreciate that, Hank. I had a few people, Nintendo, say that their favorite was Pikachu. A couple of my, one of my moderators said that his favorite was Pikachu. You're not wrong there, Nintendo. You're absolutely not wrong. That's a good comment right there. I like that comment. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Gengar. I would have to say my top three had been Charizard, Gengar, and then I would have to say Eevee. But I mean, Eevee was probably another mascot because I mean, it was kind of like a normal Pokemon that you could have. Pikachu was in my top 10. What do you think, Nintendo? Do you like my top three favorite Pokemon? Charizard, Gengar, and Eevee? How about you, Hank? Did you like the top three? Okay. Nintendo, do you think Eevee was like another mascot to the game, or do you think it was just Pikachu? Because I got told that Eevee was another one. Fourth is Tauros. That was a good Pokemon too. He was a good one too. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, Nintendo. That really makes sense there. Pikachu was more like you said, more or less the mascot. Right on. The rock. Okay, he was rock Pokemon, correct? Suntendo. Was he Brock's Pokemon or was he Ash's? I want to say he was Brock's. Okay, I always thought that he was Brock's Pokemon at one point. I do remember Brock having Onyx. Onyx was another one of my favorite Pokemon too. If I had to do top five Pokemon, Suntendo, it would go Charizard, Gengar, Eevee, Blastoise would be fourth. Fifth is probably a tie between Charmander and Mew. Dragonite was a good Pokemon too. Yeah, I had a decent top five, but Charizard is number one for me, and then Gengar. and then Eevee, then Blastoise, and then my top five rounds out with Mew or Char. Not yeah, Charmeleon or not Charmeleon. What? I'm sorry, Suntendo. My mind is in three different directions right now. Yeah, yeah, same here, Suntendo. I mean, when my PTSD and anxiety and depression kind of kicks in and I'm overthinking, that's kind of where I have a hard time, you know, um, doing what I need to do and focusing on things. Of course, my ADD and my ADHD kind of pulls me away from it too. Well, guys, I think this is going to be the end of the stream. Um, I'm going to kind of go relax. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here where I live. Um, so I think this is going to be the end of the stream. Um, make sure that if you're new, hit that subscribe button, connect if you haven't, hit that noti bell for me. Make sure you like and share this. Hank, I appreciate your ideas. I will absolutely look into your ideas. And I will catch you in the next video. The next video will most likely be F1 Talks, guys, after the Las Vegas Grand Prix. That is sweet, Nintendo. But Hank, Nintendo, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go relax for a bit. And I will catch you all in the next video. And I will see you next time. Peace.